Should you buy an electric toothbrush and replace the manual one that you already have? The straight answer is no. But isn't it better? Better, yeah, but manual toothbrush can still get the job done, like an electric toothbrush. There you have it for people who just wanted the answer. The answer is no. You don't need to replace your manual toothbrush with an electric toothbrush. But if you want to hear me talk about why I like electric toothbrush over a manual toothbrush, stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to Hear Me Yip Yap about teeth stuff. And today, let's talk about electric toothbrush and why I would prefer electric toothbrush over a manual toothbrush. First thing that comes into my mind when I'm talking about electric toothbrush would be comfort and how easy it is to use. A manual toothbrush is also pretty comfortable and heck, it's pretty easy to use too. But with electric toothbrush, it's even easier. Any gamers out there? Any coders? Anyone who uses a lot of their hands on a daily basis? Well, this goes out to y'all. Manual toothbrush is pretty easy to use. All you gotta do is scrub, dub, and clean your teeth. But an electric toothbrush, you don't really have to do the scrubbing part because the machine kind of does it for you. Instead, you just have to guide along the teeth when you're using an electric toothbrush, so which makes it much easier. And those gamers and coder and anyone who uses their hand on a daily basis, because you're not really using too much forces on your hands, it will definitely reduce the risk of getting that carpal tunnel. Okay, that was a little bit excessive, but electric toothbrush does reduces the strain on your hand and your wrist. Heck, some toothbrush even have a pressure sensor where it lets you know if you're pressing down too hard. Medically speaking, if you put too much pressure on your tooth when you're brushing, it does cause harm to your teeth. We call this phenomenon abrasion. What it does is that you're pretty much shaving off your teeth while you're brushing, which makes your teeth sensitive. Since when using an electric toothbrush, you're just kind of gliding along the teeth, making the machine do the brushing for you, you'll have less chance of causing abrasion because you're not really putting that much pressure on your tooth. Next, electric toothbrush. Overall, I think it's pretty fun to use. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but having that little vibration, it does feel pretty good. It feels like your hand is getting a massage. Speaking of massage, electric toothbrush also massages your gum while you're brushing. Well, your manual toothbrush does too when you're brushing in a way, but electric toothbrush does it better. Since you're not putting that much pressure when using an electric toothbrush, it doesn't feel uncomfortable. It actually feels very pleasant when you're kind of gliding along the teeth and you're going a little bit lower so that you're getting that gum massage. Next up, timer. Oh my god, this is probably my favorite feature of the electric toothbrush. You know, a lot of dentists tells you, every dentist will tell you to make sure to brush 2 minutes every time you brush your teeth. 2 minutes? I mean, do you really keep a timer in your bathroom? Well, I mean, I sure don't, but I mean, you could. You could time yourself every time you pick up a toothbrush. I mean, who has time for that? You just wake up, you're half dead, and you just want to brush your teeth and start your day. I think every electric toothbrush, at least the one that has a name brand one like Oral-B or like Sonicare or Philips or Burst, they all have timer built in that lets you know that if you brushed for 2 minutes. I think this is probably the best thing ever. When I used to use a manual toothbrush, I would just brush, all the quadrants, left, right, all the sides, all the surface of the tooth. I don't really know if I'm brushing for 2 minutes. I'm sure sometimes I might brush for 2 minutes, sometimes it might be shorter. And when I'm really like feeling super lazy and I just want to get out of the house as fast as I can, I would just brush as fast as I could and then leave. Because of that, in my head, I think like brushing really hard equates to saving time. I don't have to brush for that full 2 minutes. I used to think like that. But having a timer, you don't have to like worry about like how long you're brushing because you know when it's gonna finish, because at least for my toothbrush, when 2 minutes finishes up, it kind of like skips a beat. I would just brush calmly and then just wait for that timer to finish. And once it's done, then I know that I have brushed for 2 minutes. Very helpful. Keeps my brushing consistent. There are many studies that says electric toothbrush is better. It removes 11% more plaque, 21% long term. It reduces like 8% gingivitis, or like in long term it will reduce 16% of gingivitis. I cold-heartedly agree with those research, 100%. I mean, I would also agree that electric toothbrush overall is better than a manual toothbrush. But like I can kind of refer it back to like your phone. Your current phone works just fine, but a new latest iPhone comes out and then you'll be like, wow, that is better. But your current phone does the same thing as a new iPhone would, right? That's kind of how I would see it. So you shouldn't really toss your manual toothbrush and then go buy an electric toothbrush per se. If you use your manual toothbrush right and brush for 2 minutes, then plaques, gingivitis, all those bacteria has zero chance of hurting your teeth. Then again, if I see a patient that has a lot of cavities, then I would recommend they should get an electric toothbrush because their brushing technique or is not consistent. Maybe he's not really brushing correctly or not enough. I will recommend my patient that maybe he should invest on an electric toothbrush because it's very easy to use and it's very consistent. And of course, to change your brush every 3 months, and that goes out for manual and electric toothbrush. Just because you bought one toothbrush doesn't mean it lasts for a lifetime. Come on guys, if your toothbrush bristle is going all over the place, then it's time for you to change it. So make sure to change your toothbrush every 3 months. I was a manual toothbrush user till I got this. I got this as a gift from my little brother, and ever since then I haven't really touched the manual toothbrush, except when I'm traveling or when I'm showing my patient how to use a manual toothbrush in the clinic. But when I'm at home, I don't want to use anything but my electric toothbrush when it comes to brushing my teeth. So, if you like this video, leave a like. If you want to see more, won't you sub? And hope you see you next time. Bye bye.